So 2023 has been a fabulous year for India stock markets. We have seen the Nifty and the Sensex touch new highs almost every day. And we have Mr. Nilesh Shah, of course, Managing Director at Kotak Mahindra Asset Management Company, also a market veteran and an expert, a senior expert, to analyze and decode what 2024 will bring for us now. Thank you so much for your time and this interaction. I'd like to begin by asking you the big question now, come the new year, is what is the market outlook for 2024?
The market outlook for 2024 is positive, full of optimism, and all the good news about India's growth trajectory and earnings are factored into the prices. So, have moderate return expectations. This is the eighth year running where markets have given positive return. This is probably the longest positive return streak.
Right, longest positive return streak. So many asking, many of course wanting to understand. Come 2024, will the Nifty and the Sensex continue to extend that rally? Will broader markets also outperform as they did in 2023? So your thoughts on that?
One, the gap between large, mid, and small in terms of return will narrow down substantially. Today, small caps have delivered four times return than large cap. That's unlikely to happen. And more importantly, there will be moderation in return. We have seen returns in double digits. Maybe 2024 will be high single digit return.
Right. So high single digit return. So in a sense, you're forecasting volatility going into 2024. Is that a correct estimate? What would you tell our viewers?
Undoubtedly, there will be volatility because of events in India like election results, earnings growth, and it could also be impacted by what happens globally, geopolitical risk, US Fed pivot. But the most important thing is the valuation. There are markets like China, which are one third of India's valuation, but for 30 years they are at the same place. India is three times more expensive than China, but it is at all-time high level. Will investor go for performance or will investor go for valuation? That will determine 2024 return expectations.
All right. Another big question on everyone's mind is okay, what are the sectors that will outperform in 2024? In 2023, remember, we have seen a lot of economy driven stocks and sectors do very well. But 2024, what do you think will surge or exceed expectations in terms of sectors?
So there is little to choose from a valuations. Where we have to focus upon is automobiles, where we think volume will increase, margin will increase. Second, banking and financial services, they have been underperformed, but fundamentals have been good.
Right.
And third, a longer term theme of India's manufacturing industry. We believe companies which cater to local and global market, they should do well.
All right. And those saying, okay, stock specific action also is something that's on their mind. Any advice to them on stock specific action that you'd like to give them for 2024?
My recommendation will be not to get into highly valued and low floating stock counters. There are many counters where valuations are way ahead of fundamentals, and they are driven not by fundamentals but because the floating stock is limited. Avoid all those expensive stocks or low floating stock counters where valuations are expensive.
All right. Lastly, anything that investors must really watch out for or be cautious on when stepping into 2024?
Don't invest with 1 year view, invest with a longer term. Think of India moving from about 3.8, $3.9 trillion economy to $30 trillion economy. Don't bet against India by investing for 1 year. Be a long-term investor.
All right. Very, very important message there. Be a long term investor. Thank you so much for this interaction and for sharing your outlook for 2024.
Thank you.